I think when you go into communities who have historically been marginalized, cast aside, not heard, not seen as valued, it's important to just establish trust. And so they know that we got them at the end of the day. My name is Joe Anderson Jr., and I'm the Director of Community Engagement. For me, community engagement means meeting people where they are, in the spaces that they reside in the places that they feel most comfortable in this climate that we're in. I think they're trying to erase our stories. And I think it's important that Kind Clinic is working hard to amplify them.
At the end of the day, stories save lives, not just by being heard, but by helping people find the care that they deserve. I'm Nathan Mansky. I'm the founder and executive director of I'm From Driftwood. We collect and share first-person queer and trans stories to send a life-saving message to LGBTQIA+ people everywhere. You are not alone. Through our partnership with Kind Clinic, we are collecting and publishing stories of community care so that people all across Texas can see themselves in these stories. And what that does is give people permission that they need or inspiration to not just get care, but find community. These stories show that community care, it doesn't take place at a doctor's office. It takes place in houses of worship. It takes place in ballrooms. It takes place at poetry slams. It takes place in every single aspect of your life.
Hi, my name is Natalie Sanders, aka the iconic mother of the House of Lepore. I am responsible for bringing ballroom culture to Central Texas. I'm also a social worker working with transitional housing in the city. I started throwing balls in Texas in 2015, and it was just my house. And now there's over several different houses here, and these people have families. I see them doing events together, traveling together, just forming lifelong friendships, and that's what these spaces are creating. There used to be an organization called Austin Black Pride, and they connected me with the Kind Clinic. They were like, hey, they want to come in. It's this thing called PrEP. We think you can get the people on it. And I was like, well, what is that? Because I didn't even know what it was. And once I figured out, I got 40 people on PrEP that night. From then, I built that relationship with the Kind Clinic, and these guys have been supporting me ever since. You have people that are afraid to get tested, afraid to get HRT, because they don't know if they're going to go into this building and see someone like them. So when you assure them that it's a safe place and that you have friends that work for the organizations, you're doing partnership and they're showing up. It's been times when Kind Clinics have reached out to me and hey, how can we support you? And that's very important.
My name is Ryan Thompson. I am the Associate Director of Communication and Partnerships at the Paramount Theater, and I'm also the co-creator and co-producer of the Majestic Ball. It's now the largest ball in Texas, but it stands to center queer and trans people of color. We also like to connect all of our patrons to all the various different organizations in town that are queer serving, but also to help empower them through sexual health, through mental health, through connection and community. And then, you have organizations like Kind Clinic that are activating at these events, and they are also these great smiling faces for people to interact with, to see. I get care here, and I love just the way they say, hey, bestie, when you come in. But, in those rooms, when you're talking about sexual health and things like that, just how comfortable and safe it feels.
I'm Kimberly Jones, and I'm a patient advocate supervisor here with Texas Health Action. People come to us, they're being referred to us by community partners because of a lot of the services that we offer. Because of the type of populations that we hear, they may go to a traditional healthcare setting and they're marginalized, or they don't address them by the pronouns that they want to use, or they don't see them as the person that they want to be or who they are. But coming here, we see them as a whole person. And that removes fears, it removes barriers. And with that, we create trust with our patients. And that trust is what keeps our patients coming back to us.
Everything that we do, the way we tell stories, the way we partner to tell stories, the way we work with partners to amplify stories is a strategy to reach communities who often don't get listened to. That's why we do it. It's bigger than just sexual health to me. It's bigger than HIV. It's truly, we are transforming people's lives and giving people a reason to take a next step. For me, it's personal because I was the Black gay kid who did not see it. And so now I work for a company who is like, Joe, create. tell stories and bring people into our organization. And so it's all worth it.